It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and today we're going to do a little bit of an update on my Massey 35 rebuild. I got all my parts in from Tractor Parts Direct. It was a great place to order them from, and they got it here in a very reasonable amount of time, so I was pretty happy about that. After I ordered it, I think it was within a week or so, I got all my parts. So we got all those parts in, so I'm going to kind of show you where we're at, and maybe we'll look at some of the parts that came in. So let's go. Here is the Massey. I don't have it totally apart yet. And you know what? You really should take things apart totally before you order parts. The wise thing to do is take the engine totally apart and then order the parts. But I find it hard in YouTube land, trying to edit videos. I find it so much easier just to kind of go right through the repair. So I kind of know what I need with the tractor. So I ordered the parts, and then we will start rebuilding it straight through. And then if we find a few parts we need, we'll just order it. But the main parts I know are good on the tractor. So the only thing was the rod bearings. I have standard when I asked for the rebuild kit. We may end up having to go buy a set of rod bearings if they're not standard. I don't know if this thing's been rebuilt again. So let's look at the parts. Okay, so I'm not going to open everything because they're basically the same thing. But here is a cylinder piston kit. It's truly amazing that you can still get most of these parts. You got the O-rings. We're going to be doing another one of these rebuilds somewhere in the, I don't know, in the winter probably. Very, very nice. Nice crosshatch pattern. The piston. Very nice. There's your circlips in there. Very nice. So there is the kit. And then here is the gasket kit. Here's the intake gasket. And here is the whole kit. This is actually kind of intriguing, these rope seals. I don't know if that is the old style rear main, because these are definitely rear main seals, so maybe there's two options for it. Maybe that's the front of your oil pan. That'll be the first Continental gas motor that I've ever rebuilt, so it's kind of interesting what that is. It probably is, come to think of it, it probably is what seals the front of your oil pan on that arch. I don't know, we're gonna find that out in the future. Here is the rod bearings. That is the only thing I'm not confident. So these are actually standard. So I might be out 30 bucks. These aren't too expensive. So if I find out that they're like not standard, then we're gonna have to go search. I know that my Massey 50 is gonna need standard connecting rod bearings because I'm gonna need a new crank. I know that crank is done on it. There's no way I'm reusing that crank. It's gonna be just absolutely destroyed. So if these rod bearings don't work in this tractor, I'm definitely going to be using them in the Massey 50. So I'm not going to be out any money. So it was kind of a bit of an educated guess. After I ordered all the parts, I kind of had some regrets. And I thought, man, that one piston that came up and hit that valve, I didn't feel 100% confident with the actual connecting rod. So what I did was I looked around and I couldn't find a connecting rod that was a decent price. And then on eBay, I found a used one, so we ended up ordering that. This was $75 American. On my price, I think it came to 110, maybe, or 100. I don't know what it was. And then they nailed me for duty. That's all I can say. They got me for duty. So it was kind of pricey, but I do think I like the original connecting rod. I think that's going to be good. So that's where we're at. In the next little bit, we're going to be tearing the motor out of it and doing a full rebuild. So I hope I start picking up on this thing. So I just kind of want to let you guys know and show you kind of the parts that came in from Tractor Parts Direct. And hopefully in the next little bit, we'll get at it. You guys have a good one.